Okay, this video is just going to show you how to install the Funnel Tracker software. Now, I use Fire FTP, which is a plugin for Mozilla Firefox, but you might use something else for your FTP software, and that's fine. What I'm going to do is connect to the website that I'm going to install Funnel Tracker on. And I'm going to log in. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to the public HTML directory, and I'm going to create a new directory to install the software in it, and I'm just going to call it TRK. You can call it whatever you want to. And then I'm going to navigate to that directory. Next, I'm going to highlight all the files over here. You don't need to upload the instructions file if you don't want to, but it doesn't really matter if you do. I'm going to make sure that my transfer mode is set to automatic, so it automatically transfers the PHP files and the text files as ASCII mode, and it transfers the images as binary. So now that I've highlighted all the files, this entire control directory, and all the scripts that were in the installation file, I'm going to go ahead and click the little over button here to transfer those files over to my server. And it should take just a little bit. There's a couple big files here, so it should take maybe 30 seconds or so to upload all the files to your website, depending on your connection. Sorry for the delay here. We'll just let the FTP program do its work, and once all these are uploaded, I'll show you what to do next. Okay, looks like we're almost done. Now, the next thing you want to do is we're going to navigate to the control directory. Double click that, and then to the includes directory, or inc. What I want to do is change the permissions on this. I'm just highlighting all those, and I'm going to change properties of these files, and I'm going to give it permissions of 755 for all of these files. And that's just setting the file permissions for those particular files in the inc directory. And then I'm going to go back up. Actually, you could have done this before, but the inc directory itself, again, I'm going to set the properties for this directory. I'm going to change that to 777. Give it full read, write, execute permissions. Okay, and that should be all you need to do within your FTP program. The next thing we're going to do, you can go ahead and disconnect here and see if I can't scroll this viewer up a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to actually navigate to the installation file, which on my domain was commissionseekers.com/TRK/installation.php. So this will be your domain name, whatever directory you used to install the software to, and then installation.php is the install file. And it should come up with a little page that asks for your database information. Okay, if you've already watched the video before on how to create an SQL database on your server, on your hosting account, then you'll know that the server will just be localhost in most cases. If you're not sure of that, ask your web host and they can tell you. For the database, I've gone ahead and saved the information. My database name and username were the same. All you need to do is just copy and paste your database name and your database username in there. Password, I think I used 12345. And then when you're done entering that information, just click on the install button. And if you get the installation complete message there, that means it was installed okay and the database tables were created, and it gives you the message to delete installation.php. Now if you want to, you don't actually have to delete that. You can just rename it to something really obscure in case you need it later, but do change it to something that nobody would ever guess. And you know, once we have this message showing that installation is complete, you can navigate to the actual admin URL, which again is the directory you installed the software in, and then at the end you'll add the word control. And by default, your login to begin with is going to be admin, and the password is going to be temp, T-E-M-P. And I just click on enter. And once you're logged in, you can actually change your user information, which is probably the first thing you want to do, is go here to users, and where it says administrator, you can leave that as administrator or you can change it to your actual name. I'm going to go ahead and change it to my name, and I'm going to put my email address there, so any emails sent to me through the system, such as when a prospect lands on a certain page that I want to track, you can have the funnel tracker script actually send you an email and say, so and so prospect landed on this page which you chose to track. So, and then of course, if you want to, you can change your password, which is a good idea, and click save once you've done all of this. That's saved, and from there you can go on to actually creating campaigns and setting up your pages, which we'll save for an entirely separate video. So thanks for watching, and you can move on to the next video.